Greetings and salutations, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome back to the channel. In this video, I am going to be talking through my thought process and explaining why I am making all of the decisions that I am making in a game of World Tour in the finals, and I am focusing on basically just using the MGL-32, which is a super powerful weapon. It's like a very, very solid weapon, but you do need to know what you're doing. So I'm just going to kind of talk through my thought process and explain what I'm doing. Right here, I don't really know where the enemies are, and I don't want to commit to jumping down, but I do have the MGL-32, so I'm just going to spout some bullets down, see if anything hits, and if something does hit, that's going to let us know where the enemies are. That is a turret, getting some health there. There's an enemy right there, going to RPG, follow up with some nades, and probably get that pick in a second. So obviously you can't do direct damage, so it was a little bit bad of me to be out in the open, but we did end up getting a team wipe. Either my teammates must have done well, or Purple was also there, because Purple also got wiped, so I'm not too sure. It's also hard to hear all the audio while I'm talking, so maybe you can hear it in the comments down below while you're watching the video, but it's hard to hear the audio of the game while I'm actually talking. So I'm not entirely sure if Purple was there or not, but they definitely could have been, and if they did, that would explain why I only have 1 kill. No, a teammate has 2 kills, so that's actually what happened. Teammate just got 2 kills. I got 1. And then a nice simple fight. Here I'm going to use my barricades to defend this cash out. At least I would have if that didn't blow up. And now we're kind of in an awkward spot here. I don't want this here. Can I blow this up? I wonder if I can blow that up or if I can just melee it. Yeah, teammate has the right idea. I'll try the MGL-32. You'd think that would have some destructive power. It does, it does. Okay. I don't actually know how much destructive power it has, but I now know that it has at least some. So that's good. Gonna try and place these barricades nicely. I don't really want anyone to be able to steal through this little gap where this like slot machine is. Someone might be here, so if you're ever placing barricades, be wary of like little gaps that opponents could kind of sneakily get the cash out from. I think that is one of them. But I'm trying to place both of my barricades now so I can get both on cooldown, place another 2, and then get them on cooldown again, and then I'm gonna have like an extra 2 to place if I want them. I believe you can place 6, it might actually only be 4. I'm not entirely sure, but I guess I'll be able to test that at some point in this video. Nothing's really happening right now, so I'll skip to when the next fight is happening, but just do note that if you have anything you can use to defend the area, like someone's put some mines down there, which is great, and I have my barricades down, which is the only defensive thing I've got, it's always good to put those down, so yeah. Yeah, so fortunately what's happening here is all of the other teams are just fighting at Cash Out B, which does make a little bit of sense because Cash Out B was put in ahead of A, so it makes sense for them to fight at B. And then if they got wiped or something, they'd still have a little bit of time to fight at A. But now, because they didn't get wiped at the right time or something, they're just not going to have any time to come to this Cash Out, so we're just going to get A. And we're probably going to go to 4, actually. We don't want to go to 3 because that's where everyone else is going to be going towards right now. So we want to go to 4, so I'm going to mark that and head towards that. Teammate says confirm, so that's good, and it probably means that one of my teammates has a little bit of game sense as well, which is nice, because a lot of people, you'd be surprised, but because World Tour doesn't have any skill-based matchmaking or anything like that, a lot of people would just rush headfirst into 3 there, which is already getting opened. So not only would you not get the 1,000 cash from that, but there would also be an imbalance in the game, because maybe 3 would go into D really, really early on, and then 4 just wouldn't be put in at all, which would be bad for everyone, really. So you do gotta be aware of, you know, when someone finishes cash out, which vault they're going to go to. Because our cash out finished later, we went to the vault that's going in later. And because everyone third-partied at the first cash out, everyone's probably also third-partying here. Teammate used a gateway to pop it in straight away. This actually isn't ideal. I've said this in past videos, but you do want to make sure both of the vaults... Oh, that's an actual person. I'm not super happy right here. Try and get a charge. No, I'm just dead. I did not know orange was there at all. I had no idea orange was there. So I wasn't able to like kind of space out my distancing, use the MGL-32 properly. So that just didn't go so well and we got wiped. So I guess all of orange was just underneath there. And so that was not a super ideal fight. Something just blew up there, made the cash out disappear, but it's fine. They're still going to get that. So now we're obviously going to go back to C. Going to be 0 point in going to D here because C was put in first. It's like very, very on the way, probably like 1 minute 20, no, probably like, I don't know, like 45 seconds out of the 2 minutes done on it already. So you want to go to C, and then go to D, and it gives yourself, no, I'm going to go to D, going to say no to that. I want to go to C here, because we do C, we fail, and then we go to D. That's how this should work. And I think my teammates have realized that as well, which is ideal. So even though D is closer, makes a lot more sense to go to C here. And I think the enemies have realized that as well. Try and get a little bit of splash damage on there. Enemies are actually almost dead, which is cool. That person is healing in the corner, which I obviously don't want, so I'll take them out. There's one there. And this is a position where the MGL-32 is really good. So if you can, you know, play your angles right, and if you spot the enemies and you can lob the grenades over and kind of hit your shots well, anyone that plays Overwatch and plays Junkrat would probably be familiar with how this weapon works. But if you just become familiar with it, it can be super powerful. I think the enemies have deliberately made this fall out over here. There is a heavy there, which is interesting. I don't have an RPG. I'm gonna dome this and try and barricade it a little bit. Yeah, I'll try and steal that. I think they're gonna come at me, but I'm just gonna try and go for it. Yeah, fair enough. I'm gonna have to try and kill these people, but I don't know how that's gonna work out, but I have to try. Yeah, I'm just dead. So unless my teammates really pull it out the hat here, I don't think we're gonna win this one. Yeah, so that's unfortunate. And it's also a really bad time to get wiped. If he got wiped a little bit sooner, we would have had time to go to D as well. But unfortunately, we got wiped like very, very last second. So I don't think we're going to be able to go to D. So that was a fight where we didn't have that much time, really. And because I am using kind of an awkward weapon, and because the enemies quite intelligently put the cash out in a pretty like open area, it just made it a little bit easier for them to defend. And because, again, we didn't have much time, there wasn't really a whole lot we could do about it. Like, we didn't really have time to get to like a nice position or play the fight slowly or anything like that. I tried to dome the cash out, tried to pop the barricades down, go for a risky steal, but I was just not able to do that. This is not a happy position for me. Enemies are a little bit low though. Try and lob some of these in here, get that angle over there in case they run over there. APS turret's there, but I can probably get rid of that quite quickly. Sis, just get rid of that APS turret. I don't want that there. Charge this person. They should not have brought me close to them. Orange is not wiped yet though. There is a turret there. Someone's over there. Orange is wiped. Grab the vault. Now we gotta go to cash out B. We gotta put this vault into the cash out, because if you don't, we're probably gonna lose. We're not that far behind Orange, but Orange did just get wiped. If we wiped them again though, then we would be in second place, I think, and then there would be a chance that we wouldn't have to do anything. But right now we do. Try and beat that to my teammates a little bit just to make this go faster. Actually, you know, what I should have done is maybe held that, because I don't want it to go in right now, but they're going to put it in right now, which is not going to be ideal unless I can grab the vault. Haha. Okay, so I'm not going to put this in right now, and the reason for that is because if 6 goes into A, I'm going to wait until the very last second. I think it is going to go into A. Actually, are you? I don't know. We'll see. I don't know if it's Salmon or... Yeah, I think it's Salmon that has it. So it wouldn't be very smart for Salmon to put it into cash out A, but I feel like they're going to put it into cash out A. Gonna pop some barricades here. That did not work the way I thought it would. That light is low though. I'm gonna have to put this into the cash out. So let's just yeet that in there. That's in. Awesome. So now we can't like lose straight away. There is an orange over there, which I'm not super happy about. I don't have my charge and slam to get away. I'm gonna charge through this now. And I'm probably just gonna wait for my teammates to coin. If we don't win this fight, we lose. So we have to win this fight. So I have to not get wiped here, because obviously that's gonna slow us down, whereas my teammates can coin right about now. And I'm just gonna kind of re-enter the fight from a different angle, focus on where my teammates are, try and stay with them. So I'm not gonna enter the fight on my own here. I'm gonna go with them, grab the barrel like that teammate, break it, throw it in, just to make it a little bit more chaotic and awkward for the enemies to defend. RPG is very close to being on cooldown. Gonna try and enter for the same point that my teammates are entering from. RPG that. Try and get a little bit of those in there. Try and shard and slam this. Oh, this is not good. I got a kill though. I got a kill. Defib would be awesome. There it is. Awesome, awesome, awesome. You only have one bullet left, so I'm gonna RPG this and then shoot that and then reload. And now I'm going to yeet some of these in here, try and lob them off that wall, because I think they're in there. That's a kill. There we go. There's a wipe. Gotta watch out for those mines, so just walk around those. Gonna barricade this if I can, just so that no one third parties this. Barricade the teammate, because they're the one stealing. Probably go for the red. No, I'm not gonna go for the res, because there's only 12 seconds left in the game. So just gonna defend here. And as soon as that 6-second mark hits, which is right now, I can just run away from the fight to make sure we don't get wiped. We're actually not going to win, though. Oh, no, we are going to win. It's okay. It's okay. For a second, I thought we weren't going to win because Salmon was in front of us and Orange was getting the cash out, but we we're gonna overtake salmon. So that was just a little bit of a brain fart that I had. So yeah, pretty hectic game there. We had to get that last cash out to win, but we got it. So, you know, never ever give up in this game. There are very few situations where you just can't win the game if you don't get the first or second cash out. You can always get the last one, and lo and behold, we got the last one, and now we're qualifying, and now we're on to round 2. Alright, so it's round 2. We are opening Vault 2, because that is the one that was closer. Yeah, there's someone out there. Yeah, okay, that's not ideal. The Vault is not in a place that I imagined it would be. Gonna say thanks for the healing. Gonna run back up. Teammate does have a sonar grenade. Gonna whip out the RPG. Apparently I can't jump that, so I'm gonna use my barricade to jump. Oh, that was a nice jump pad, though, and now I'm just gonna charge you. I messed up the charge. I am in here, though, so I'm gonna try and go back to my teammates now. This is not ideal at all, really, actually. I'm gonna try and get some damage off on that person. They are eliminated. Okay, cool. You want to give you some health, medium? That would be cool. Nice, 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 nice. Always nice when you've got, like, a medium that knows what they're doing. So play into that. If you need health, then just, like, kind of wait or stay by them so that they can give you health. Gonna reload. Always good to keep this gun reloaded. You know, it's not super important for us to focus the objective here, because it is just the start of the game. So I'm just gonna grab the totem and go for the res. Okay, teammate defibbed, fair enough. Yeah, gonna get some shots off in here. Oh, I think you're low to a mine or something. I think that bullet's gonna kill you, no? No, because you domed. Alright, let's charge that. You're dead. I'm back to safety. Reload this, dome this, right about here. Nope, dome it. I'd like to dome it. There it is. Okay, so someone's using a winch claw there. I'm gonna try and destroy the shield. Got an elimination. That person should be low. And that's a team. That's not a team wipe. Purple's still alive. It was a different team that got wiped. So now I am gonna focus the vault. Because, oh, well, yeah, they got wiped. So, enemy team got wiped there, but one of the cash outs has already started, and the sooner I put this in, you know, the less likely it is that we get third parties, so I would just like to put this in, like, ASAP. Not gonna charge and slam this wall or anything, though, which I could have done to, you know, speed up the process a little bit, but I don't want to, you know, sacrifice the kind of integrity of the area that we're defending, so not gonna charge and slam that or anything. If a teammate ever places mines like these, try and place your barricades around the mine. So, like, ideally, if someone comes through this vent and jumps over this, they're not going to see that mine, and then they're just going to stand on it and blow up. So, kind of play around the stuff your teammates place as well. Might as well put this flame thing here so that the mine blows up the flame barrel, and then the flame barrel rather blows up the mines. And that just does lots of damage. So the enemies are out there. I will mark that. I'm going to chill behind this corner. I think they saw me. Yeah, I don't think that's a good idea, though. And obviously this person is in here. They're going to die to that bullet. I got shot in the heavy from behind. By the heavy from behind. I got defibbed. And there's only one person left, and that is a team wipe. You're shooting a turret, so that's all right. Could you kill that? That would be cool. It's okay. I'll survive anyway. Cool. Nice, 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 nice. So, you know, a really quick fight. The enemies kind of rushed into that there. They saw me straight away and then just kind of pushed me in particular for not so much of a reason, really. Like, both of my teammates were there. They didn't know where they were, so they should have tried playing a little bit more carefully. I don't think they saw them up above, and then my teammates just helped me out. And, you know, whenever you're in a kind of closed-off area, the MGL-32 is going to be much better. It's just going to be so much easier to hit shots, and that's basically what happened in that fight. I actually am going to play some more barricades here because I want this to be as fortified as possible. I can't place it there, no? Really? Hey, that person's back. Okay, so purple is back. Gonna mark it. Big teammates probably are aware, though. Someone starts stealing here. I'll just go and charge and slam into it. Place that. If they pop out back there, I'm gonna use this barricade here. Take it easy. You know what? I'm just gonna get rid of the APS turret. Hey, yeah, we've been through this, though. I don't think this works out well for you. Apparently it doesn't work out well for me. I blew myself up because I knew I was going to die, but I did also eliminate that heavy. And now it is a 2v1 for my teammates. I might get defibbed. I did, and we're also going to get the cash out. So I didn't play particularly well in that fight, but the enemies didn't... Oh, hello. But the enemies didn't really have a whole lot of time there, so it just went our way, really. The person... Oh, that's quite funny. The person did a sad face because they got blown up by a mine. They were probably... Maybe they were thinking about trying to not die in the match or something. That might have been funny. I don't know, but I just thought that was funny. So, yeah, we're opening Vault 4. Someone else is probably going to open Vault 3. We're in first place, which is always nice. If we put this into the cash out, we're going to get an extra 2,000 cash, which will be nice as well. Enemies are over there. I wasn't paying so much attention to the pings. I just got blown up. What's happening? There's someone over there, right? Lob those in. They domed, so now I can't do a whole lot. Just gonna grab my... here. Okay, so we got wiped there because we got third-partied. And no one's at Vault 3, seemingly. So, you know, sometimes you just get third-partied. And there are things you can do to decrease the likelihood of it happening, but you can't, you know, get rid of it completely. Not really so much point in one of the teams third-partying there. And it's also not beneficial to everyone in the game if Vault 3 isn't opened. So I'm going to mark Vault 3 and probably go open that. Even though Vault... Aha! Okay, so now that Vault 3 has been opened, I'm going to go to Vault 4, because I want to go to the cache out that's been put in first. So we can do the cache out that's been put in first, and then go to the other one afterwards, so it gives ourselves twice the chance of getting a cache out, right? But briefly there, momentarily, I wanted to open Vault 3 because it wasn't opened, and I do want both of the cache outs to be opened. So do be aware of that. It's okay to change your mind in this game. That was a really nice kill. I feel like that happened really quickly. Yeah, I don't really want to mess with that right now. Charge through here, see what's going on. I think I can get out here. Ah, there is a vault here. I'm just going to mark cache out D. Just going to run to that. I think. Yeah, seems like it's going to go well. Up through here. And now, you'll note I'm not going to put this in. Again, there are things you can do to decrease the likelihood of you getting third-partied, and this is one of them. C goes in, I put D in. Both in at a really similar time, and now there is no advantage to going to one cache out over the other, and so that by nature just decreases the likelihood that you're going to get third party. So little things like that are really, really good for just like somewhat increasing your chances of success. So do be aware of those. Orange, yeah, I'm just going to charge through this wall. I RPG'd, I don't think it landed though. Just blow them up a little bit. Someone shooting my dome shield, it's that heavy right there. Not really fancy going against the Lewis gun, so I'm just going to run away. But now my Charge and Sam's going to be back in a second, so I'm going to be able to do something at close range again. They look like they're probably setting up the steal, so I'm just going to get rid of that APS turret and then go down, because I think this person might still be there. They're not, though, because they got eliminated. Going to barricade here. That probably doesn't work. Oh, gonna try run away. I have reloaded. That must have been a good shot. Okay, I can't... Oh, I can get defib. Okay, I thought I got defib already. Yeah, purple swipe. So I think a teammate just did well there to wipe the enemies. So that was nice. Yeah, I mean, I don't really think I did a whole lot in that fight. I am still even on kills, though. So maybe I did something. I'm not too sure. Sometimes it's hard to remember what just happened when you're talking and saying what's happening in the present, if that makes sense. This is all getting destroyed, so I'm going to replace my barricades here because I don't really like how those are positioned. Actually, you know what? I'm going to get rid of all the barricades. So this is a position where, like, this cache out's very open, and so I can just, like, make a nice little fortifying area here. Gonna make, like, that so I can shoot through there. Well, does this go through? Yeah, that goes through. Okay, cool. Just a little test there for science. You know, one minute left here. Again, no advantage to go into this cache out rather than the other one. Try and RPG that. Gonna try and get rid of the APS turret so that they can't use that. If they start stealing, I'm just gonna go down and charge. I do want to be full for that to make sure I don't die, so I'll whip the dome shield out. Getting shot by that person, go down here. The Guardian turret is gonna shoot me a little bit, but not anymore. Again, just hiding just so that if they steal, I can just charge it, and they're not gonna get the cache out. But now that is done, and I'm going to charge this person while they run away, get a kill, and that is a team wipe. So you can pair this weapon with a couple of things. You can actually pair it with pretty much any specialization, except the winch claw. This weapon probably isn't fantastic with the winch claw because you don't really want to be right up close to people. But that's why I have the charge and slam on. So the weakness... I think there's an audio bug right now. I'm not too... Oh, it stopped. Hey, Orange, how are you doing? I'm going to run away from you. Actually, it doesn't matter if we get wiped, so why not? Might as well try and get a fancy charge through the wall. No, I don't know where Orange was. I was going to say something. Oh, yeah. So the weakness of this weapon is obviously being, like, super close point-blank range with someone. It's going to make it a little bit more awkward to hit shots. And even if you do hit the shots, you might damage yourself as well, which you don't want to be doing. So the weakness of the weapon is being at close range. So if I'm ever close to someone where it's also a little bit awkward to hit an RPG shot and all that kind of stuff, I just charge and slam, and then normally that solves the problem. Charge and slam's also really, really good for just stopping cache outs in their tracks. So on to the final round. Always good at the start of the game to see who is running what. You'll notice I didn't talk there for a second because I was looking at what the enemies were playing. They're all medium. Oh, one of them just disconnected. That's interesting. They're all... Aha, he's reconnected, it seems. Anyway, they're all mediums. One of them is using the healing beam, and 2 are using Guardian Turret. So they're not going to have a whole lot of heals on their team. They'll have defibs, but they're not going to have a whole lot of heals. So it's always good just to have a little look at what the enemies are using. Like, at the start of the game, if you didn't know this, if you looked above the enemies, like, characters, it will show what they're actually using. It will say, like, medium, the M for medium, and then it will show a picture of, like, the healing beam or the Guardian Turret. So 2 of them are using the turret, and 1 of them is using the healing beam. And that's just really, really a nice little bit of knowledge that we can have. Teammate is marking up there. A sonar nade would be nice if they had one. They're going up for the fight. I mean, yeah, you can kind of play this game mode 2 ways, because the rules are different from the first match. You can kind of go in straight for the fight, which is what we're doing, or you can stay away from it. I thought you might go that way. Oh, you used a jump pad, did you? Interesting. Where'd you go? Okay, that person's dead. You wanna... I mean, I'll take you if you want. I can manage that. Where are you going? Over here. No, I'd rather you didn't do that, actually. Here, look, let's barricade that. Oh, did their totem go off? Actually, that would be annoying. Let's just res. Yeah, they res, so I'm resing. Now it's gonna be a 2v2. Oh, yeah, back to a 2v1. And back to a 1v1, nice light, and a teammate coin. Cool, so now it's a 2v1 again. Yeah, when it's the final round, you can camp totems a lot more, because the objective is normally going to be pretty obvious what's happening with that, and then it's also going to be pretty obvious where the enemies are most of the time. So you can definitely focus on totem camping a lot more. Again, I'm going to just place barricades here so they can't do anything with this. Just going to do that. Dome. And I'm going to go res. And then, you know, their teammates are going to have to waste a coin if they want to be up here. One of them did just coin, so now I know it's 2v3 again. At this point, thinking of just grabbing the vault and running away, honestly, because we've been standing... Yeah, nice. Now we're just going to run away with this and probably pop it into cash out A, just because it's closer. I mean, unless you really know the locations of the cash outs, which I don't, especially on Vegas, then you might as well just put it into the one that's closer in this game mode. I mean, there are situations where you don't want to do that, but right now, putting this in the closest cash out makes a lot of sense, because we don't want to get wiped while trying to get to B, and then the cash out hasn't even started yet, and all that kind of stuff. We'll just put it in now, probably be better. Gonna pop this in here. Nice thing about barricades as well is a lot of the time, people will feel very safe in here seeing the cash out, but then I can just charge it, and they probably won't be expecting that. Well, they won't be seeing it coming anyway. They might expect it, but they can't really be fully prepared for it. I don't want this here. Can I destroy that? Apparently not. Okay, so... Ah, yeah, it's gone. Nice. Thank you, teammate. Just make that happen there. Okay, teammate's dead. Grab that. Go in here. Get a sneaky res. In the corner. Don't defib. No, I wanted that for later. Be careful of when you're using the defibs. That would have been like a very okay time to normal res. And also here, if you're taking too much... Hey, how y'all doing out there? I think you're gonna peep around this corner. Right about here is my guess. Did I miss you? I just missed you. Try and get some roof shots. My life... Yeah, teammates... that's not ideal. Not ideal. They're all alive. Hey, I can't do anything here. Yeah, so we're just wiped. Yeah, I mean, I think we're gonna lose the first cash out there. You gotta play defensively in the final round. I think my teammates were kind of pushing the enemies a little bit too much there. You gotta let the enemies come to you, and you gotta play defensively. Like, our light has a cloaking device. They can just sit in the corner and chill. The medium has, you know, healing beam and defib, so they should probably be, like, trying to stick close to the teammates. I think there wasn't much coordination there in that fight, like, me either. Like, I was not really paying attention to what my teammates are doing, or if they were even alive, because I didn't realize I was the only one left alive for a couple seconds, so that was my bad as well. But just in general, there wasn't a whole lot of coordination in that fight. I was a little bit slow to react to some of the pings as well from about where the enemies were coming from. I did try to cut someone off, and it almost worked. I just barely missed the Jordan Zam. But in general, I think we were all a little bit far away from each other. And if the enemies, you know, have a little bit of coordination and you don't, the enemies are probably going to win. So yeah, just bear in mind, if you're ever using voice chat, or even if you're just pinging stuff, that's always going to be beneficial. Like, any type of informational context you can give to your teammates is probably going to be informational. Like, right now, I'm going to mark Vault 2. And even though it might be obvious that I just came to Vault 2 and opened it, maybe my teammates, it like didn't really register. So if you ping stuff, I think it just makes it a little bit more likely that your teammates are going to register it. So I'm going to mark cash out B and I'm going to run to that. You do need to get this. If you don't get this, we lose. So we do kind of have to get this. And what I'm probably going to end up doing is probably going to mark cash out B a little bit more, but not just a normal mark. I'm probably going to mark the defensive one, like this one, the defend here one. That's probably what I'm going to say. Trying to hint to my teammates that I'd like to be a little bit more defensive at this cash out, because I don't think any of us really were a little bit defensive at the last cash out, and I think that's why we didn't get it. Is this goo? Does this? That doesn't work. Okay, so that's just melee it. Could I even melee this? A teammate is dead, which maybe I should, that's not goo. Okay, it looked like goo because maybe my colors are weird or something. Maybe it's a sandstorm variation that makes it look like goo. Yeah. Oh, that's interesting. Oh, really? You're very low, though. Ah, that's so annoying. With any other weapon, this person would be dead. That's a mine. Okay, well, those just didn't blow up. Yeah, we're gonna get wiped. Oh, teammate coined. Okay, nice. I do have 4 coins. I can coin here. I tried to grab a totem because I was a little bit late to grab it, so I tried to grab it afterwards. There were mines on it. Luckily, they didn't blow up, but I think they realized that the glitch mine hit me, and then they kind of knew where I was, and then came after me. So I didn't really look out for mines that might have been on the totem, so that's probably something I should have done. Alright, I'm up. I'm reloading. Enemy over here somewhere. Probably low. I don't know. I can't hit any of my shots, so I'm just dead again. That was awful from me. Just didn't hit any of the shots. I think I was hitting the tree. I think the light can probably res, though. They're low. They have 2 gateways. They could throw a gateway outside. Yeah. Oh, that was a sonar. Okay. Yeah, fair enough. Scouting the area. You don't have a whole lot of time here. No. You don't fight in that position. You gotta run. I know they got hit by the mine, but they gotta try and get to cover or something. And now, unfortunately, we're just gonna lose. So, yeah, I mean, in the first and second rounds, you would have seen some pretty solid gameplay with the MGL32, like really nice kind of closed off areas where it was doing a lot of good. And in this match, even though the areas were still a little bit closed off, I just had a harder time using it effectively. In fact, I don't really think I contributed much to the last round. But I am still going to show this video. I do think the enemies played quite well. I don't think we played that poorly. I mean, I think I played a little bit poorly, but I think my team still played solidly for the most part. So I think the enemies just played quite well in that match. I think their coordination was good, and maybe our coordination wasn't as good. But I'm still going to show this video because, you know, we got to the final round, so we did win round 2 and round 1. So we got to the final round, and also you're not going to win like every single game you play. So I think showing these games where you lose also makes a little bit of sense. But yeah, there you go. Hey, I got the cool skin. That will probably be the thumbnail of the next video. Oh my god, got a lot of stuff. Why? Not too sure. 78, was I was, whoa, I went up a whole, I was like here before. That's so random. You didn't need to know that, but now you do. Anyway, thank you so much for watching, ladies and gentlemen. That is going to be it for this video. If you liked it, leave a like, subscribe, and I will see you in the next one. Farewell.